You clicked on this video right now because you're obviously not feeling confident. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you don't have any clothes on and you don't like what you see in the mirror. Maybe you're struggling with attracting hot women. Maybe you feel nervous and anxious and you don't feel like you have anything to bring to the table. You're ashamed, you're embarrassed. Maybe you couldn't talk to an attractive girl to save your life even when you see one. Maybe you're that guy who can't even go to the grocery store to get groceries because you don't even want to talk to the person at the register. Maybe you feel socially awkward. I don't know what it is, but there's 3 things that will absolutely destroy a man's confidence. And I used to struggle with these things. I was in the Marine Corps. I was in combat at the age of 20 years old. I was a team leader. I used to be completely broke. I used to be miserable with my life. As a matter of fact, it was at the end of 2018. I had gone in the military, but then I did 4 years of college. I didn't finish my degree. I had let my body go. I was watching porn every day. I was not seeing any women. I wasn't dating for an entire year. I was literally just jerking off to porn every day. I wasn't dating, and I had let my body go. I looked in the mirror. I had a beard, no haircut, feeling disgusting, and I look at myself in the mirror. And I have no money. I have about $12,000 of credit card debt. I had to borrow $150 from my sister. I'm living in this shitty apartment with 3 other roommates, including my sister. No money. I'm about 27 years old. And I look at myself and I look at my love handles. And I'm grabbing them by the side and my back fat, my belly out, just letting it all hang. And I was completely lost. I didn't feel like I had anything to bring to the table. Yeah, I had done the military and I had started to do college, but I also sucked in school and I just lost my way. I didn't have any money, but I look at myself in the mirror and I'm thinking, wow, is this it? Bro, I didn't even want to date. I decided to get my shit together. So for about 6 months, I completely locked in. I got recertified as a personal trainer. I kicked some of the bad habits I had, like vaping. I started to clean up my diet, started meal prepping, and just trying to get my life together. For 6 months, I was monk mode or ghost mode. I was just locked in on reading, listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, self-improvement. 6 months. I didn't have any friends. I completely transformed my physique. I ended up finishing college about a year and a half later, getting a better job, much higher paying job. And I was also a certified personal trainer. I completely flipped my life around, but there was some other things that I was still doing. Like I was still watching porn. And while getting a better physique helped me, I was still doing things like watching porn, which was destroying my confidence. And that's the first thing I want to talk about. Porn is a silent killer of your confidence. It destroys your soul, and it's like a ninja. It's free, but you pay for it with your soul. And if you haven't seen the video that I have on that, check it out. I've got at least 1 or 2 videos on how to eliminate this from your life. But porn is ruining your life. You're getting used to seeing pixels on a screen. So you're seeing these 9s and 10s, and you're thinking that that's what you deserve, or you think that is the physical standard of what you can get. But most of you guys can't even talk to women in real life. So not only is it destroying it's rewiring your brain. Okay, it's rewiring your brain to where you're only conditioning yourself to get off with your hand, and you're seeing these women who are like 9s and 10s physically, I guess, for the most part, right? And you're not actually connecting with women in real life. So what happens is you are jerking off to these pixels on a screen. Number 1, you're a cuck. Number 2, it demotivates you to go out and actually crush your goals in life. Now, I've talked to some guys who can get away with maybe watching porn. I don't think it's good. Ever since I quit porn about a year and a half ago, my sex life is about 10 times better because it's given me time to restore the dopamine. So I quit porn. I crushed the vices I have, whether I was vaping or, any other kind of substance that I was using to try to numb myself from my present reality. Once you start to get rid of these things, it makes you more clear-headed and it gives your body time to restore the dopamine. So you have to crush the porn, okay? The second thing is wasting time and not having productive things to do is killing your confidence. So at the beginning of 2019, when I was telling you about how I was looking like shit, looking like a bag of soup, I had terrible eating habits, I didn't have an organized life, I didn't have an organized day. I wasn't going through my day with a plan of attack. Okay? And sure, I was in the military, and sure, it might have been easier for me to tap back into that. But when you get too comfortable for too long, you know, your discipline is like, it's like a muscle. It's like, you know, callousing your mind. If, for example, you go to the gym and you work out and you get calluses on your hands, right? You get these calluses on your hands. Okay. Well, after a certain period of time, those calluses are just there and they don't go anywhere. Okay. But if you never worked out, then your hands would just become soft. So I say all that to say, if you get lazy, like this slips, it's like a slippery slope, and you can fall into comfort, which is a trap. So have a plan of attack. Figure out what it is that you want to do. Organize your day. Have everything on your reminders, on your schedule. Sit down and journal out what your goals are and where you want to be. I tell you guys, you should literally list out and write about what does the bane of your existence look like. This is the journal prompt for your life. Like, if nothing changes right now, where will you be in the worst case scenario if nothing changes? And then write out what your dream life looks like and who that guy is, the ascended man, because that's what we talk about here. And then you have to reverse engineer. Well, what actions does that guy take? Set smaller goals. Reverse engineer your life. What kind of people is he around? What does he consume? How does he live his day to day? What kind of food does he eat? Does he work out? How does he look? You have to get very detailed about it, but have an organized day. You're not just drifting along through life. We want to be organized and have a plan of attack. And your bigger goals are going to be segmented out into smaller goals and then into daily actions and daily steps. What can we do today that holds us accountable to our ultimate goal, our bigger goal that we have? It's showing up consistently and seizing life by the horns. I know it sounds cliche and all this kind of stuff, but it's taking charge of your life, not letting, running the day, not letting the day run you. Because the reality is, if you don't have a plan of attack for the day, you become a part of someone else's plan. And you never want to have someone else running your life, okay? Now, the other habit that destroys your confidence is having unhealthy eating habits and not exercising. I know it sounds basic, but a lot of you guys still aren't doing the basic foundational stuff. So eat right, fuel your body, and treat your body like a high-performance sports car. Even if you're not right now, start treating your body with respect. You're not going to put unleaded fuel into a luxury car or to a Ferrari, are you? No, of course not. So treat your body with respect. And when you exercise, when you build a body, right? When you have discipline outside of the gym, because 80% of the results that you get at the end of the day, it's going to be tied to your nutrition. 80% of it. Okay. So you guys need to clean up your diet. Have discipline. That gives you confidence. When you say no to that donut, when you know you shouldn't, you've had plenty of donuts and had plenty of shitty food in your life. I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself. I definitely enjoy myself. But if you can look at yourself in the mirror right now and say, I am not happy with how I look, and it doesn't make you confident, you need to lock in, bro. You've had enough cheat meals, enough sweets, enough all this bullshit, fast food and all that stuff. Cut it out. It's an addiction too. Okay? So get in the gym. The best place to start, even if you don't know what your overarching goal is, even if you don't know what your mission is, even if you don't, have something else that you're passionate about, get passionate about improving yourself. Make your goal to become a better version of yourself every single day. And the gym is a great place to do that. I always say, if you've never got up at 5 a.m. and put your clothes on and gone to the gym consistently month after month, do it. Try it. See how it makes you feel. See how it makes you feel. When you're stacking wins, starting your day before you do anything else for anyone else. I don't care if you don't have, it doesn't matter if you have a wife, if you have kids, if you don't have a family. You probably have a job that you don't like right now. Maybe you have a job that you like. You're one of the few. You're lucky. But either way, stack wins before your day starts for anyone else. When you stack wins, whether that's, getting up early and going and crushing a workout, maybe doing a cold plunge or even a cold shower, and you're eating right, and you're starting off the first, maybe you're meditating in the morning, having some prayer time, some journaling. You guys don't have to have a crazy morning routine, but when you're stacking wins before you do anything for anyone else, that builds confidence. That builds internal confidence. When you show up for yourself, when you are consistently showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, that builds confidence. It's from an internal state, man. It's not about the clothes and the watch and the car and the money and the materialistic stuff. It's not about that stuff. I had confidence when I drove a shitty car, when I hardly made any money, because I was ambitious and I was getting after my goals and crushing it. And when you crush your goals that you set for yourself, you're keeping your word to yourself, right? And that builds confidence more than anything. It's from an internal state. So these are the 3 top habits. Crush porn, okay? Get a VPN blocker, Covenant Eyes, Blocker X. Block it from all of your devices, from your tablet, your phone, your TV. You can even call your internet service provider. I'm telling you guys, crush the porn. It's destroying your soul. You got to get rid of it. And it will make your sex life a million times better. I know a lot of guys, including myself years ago, I struggled with ED back in the day because I watched porn every day and I wasn't having sex. So keep that in mind. Get your diet right, your nutrition. 80% of what you put in your body should be whole foods. Easy. Get a meal prep service if you have the money for it. If not, set aside time to be disciplined, to go to the grocery store on a Saturday or a Sunday and meal prep, okay? Whenever I didn't have the money to pay for pre-made meals, I always did this. And guys, you can literally go get a rotisserie chicken if you're short on time. Get a couple rotisserie chickens, maybe get some rice, get some salad mix, and bro, you have easy meals. It takes no time to put together, okay? And hit the gym. If you don't know what to do, start at the gym. I think a lot of people benefit from a group fitness class. Maybe this isn't in your budget. Maybe it is. And maybe the thing that you're struggling with is accountability. Well, my advice would be either find a workout partner, okay, at your gym. And how can you do that? If you don't have any friends, you start going to the gym around the same time, right? You look around, see who might be, a cool dude. You guys are going to the gym the same time. If you want a workout partner, go say what's up. Introduce yourself. Make friends. Put yourself out there. I've done this in the past before, and it's cool, man. People are open to it. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I would say at least try it, okay? A group fitness class is great. A lot of people like to do workout classes. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a lot of them popping up these days. It's just a group fitness class. And it's a great investment because you're paying to have a trainer, paying to have a coach, you're paying for accountability, and they're usually not cheap either. So you're investing in it, and go at the same time every single day. I always tell you guys, I want you to work out early in the morning. You may not feel your best, but it will help you perform better throughout the day, and it will make you more confident. And no matter what happens the rest of the day or the evening, you already got your workout in for the day, no matter how crazy your day gets. Because I know a lot of people, man, in the evening, they feel like they just want to chill after a long day. They want to just relax or spend time with the girlfriend or the wife or the kids. Or they're just drained from the day. Now, some guys like to use that as an outlet to blow off steam in the evening, which is great. I do that, but I also try to work out in the morning as well. And for years, I was always getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym. Why? Because most people aren't doing that. And when most people aren't doing something, don't you think that you're being the exception, it's going to make you more confident when it's like dark outside and you're going to the gym consistently, showing up for yourself when most people aren't willing to do that? Of course it's going to build confidence. And just having a productive day, like, you guys need to figure out, like, what do you even want to do with your life? That's kind of big, but start listing out your goals, bro. Like, what do you want to do for your work? Maybe for a hobby, whatever. List out your goals and just start having an organized day. Plan everything. If it's not on the schedule, if you don't have reminders and like to-do lists and have an organized day, then you're not going to get stuff done. I know for a fact that one thing that gave me a lot of confidence was just knowing what I was going to do for the day, for the week, And looking back and saying, I checked this off my reminders, checked this off my to-do list. I had all this stuff in my calendar. Boom, I made it happen. Plan your workouts out. You can literally ask ChatGPT for a workout program these days. But that's how you do it, man. These habits, lock them in. Don't waste time. Have a productive day. Crush the porn. Get in shape. Stop eating like shit. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like, what is the one thing that you're really struggling with? I really want to know. And if you want to work with me one-to-one, my link is in the bio. Let me know. Like I said, I've been a coach for over a decade, certified personal trainer. I was a U.S. Marine in combat. I've coached hundreds of people, men and women in the past. So let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'll catch you guys in the next one.